So amazing, amazing. I get to meet with Supriya and I get to meet with Masha, and we're all in different countries, and it completely excites me to have you, dear friends from the journey of life, to share with me a little bit about the book, which is completely super fresh when we're recording this. It came the other day, so I'm holding it now, the little baby here. So if you would like to introduce yourselves, who you are, where you are, uh, something about the, like having looked a little bit about the book, your first reflections. Masha, you have shared about the first chapter also. So yeah, who would like to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is Supriya and I am right now in Italy, in Verona, in the middle of the vineyards. So yeah, it's a very beautiful place to live in. I've met Matilda in the Ista tribe. So we are both organizing and we had to share some crazy, beautiful, evolving, amazing sexual, sensual moments together.
And we met first in the desert of Israel, in the Corvette. Yeah.
With many beloved. And I am, I practice Tantra, so I teach Tantra and I give Tantra coaching and sessions and massage. So I'm very inspired by sacred sexuality, and I'm also organizing the Italia Tantra Festival in Italy.
Yay.
Yeah, and I am also a mom since 1.5 years. So my son right now is sleeping, and if he will wake up, then I have to go. But let's say now he's sleeping.
Yeah. And maybe he will join us. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And your first, when you now have peeked a little bit into the book, what is your first reflection on that the book is happening?
So first, I'm very proud, and happy about you that you did it. And the first reflection is very much about embodiment. So I felt that there was a lot of connection into the body, and it's looked like a meditation, which is very much important in my work also, because somehow sacred sexuality, it's seen as only sexuality, but it became sacred when it is very much into meditation for me. So it became a transfiguration action. So so that was what I really took from only reading one chapter, actually. So
yay. Beautiful.
That's also what resonates in my life, how I teach and how I practice sexuality.
Beautiful. And we will share some more, but beautiful to hear that this was your reflection. I'm happy about that. Thank you. Masha, you shared with chapter 1 and now you're going to share again. So please introduce yourself.
Gladly.
Yeah.
My name is Masha Dagina, and I'm currently in Moscow. I'm Russian. My hair is wet from rain, and I'm very happy to be a part of this. I'm very actually honored, and it feels so beautiful to participate in the discussion about the first chapter and then the last one.
Yes.
I'm a coach. I have my own project called the Body Language Project, and it's actually ever evolving. It started with me teaching people how to relax with language barrier, how to relax when they speak English or a foreign language, dealing with insecurity, shame, fear, accent, mistakes, things like that. And I also take a big interest in Tantra and sensual and sexual practices. So I record guided meditations on self-touch, self-love, and self-acceptance, which is the most beloved part of my work right now. And we met with Matilda at a tantric workshop that she led in Moscow, and somehow I appeared there as an interpreter. Mm-hmm. And we had a very beautiful experience together. Somehow we felt deeply connected during these like 3 or 5 hours. And then I asked this question and the whole conversation about why you're not sharing this. So now I read the first chapter and then the last one. And to me now, as fragmented as it is, it feels like this book is not a fast read, it's quite a slow read. Mm. So every chapter does feel like an embodied meditation, and every chapter does feel as a piece in itself. Mm.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's amazing. You're actually mentioned in one of the first chapters as one of the pieces that initiated why don't you share? And I have not known how to share. So the book is now like pieces of what I've found I can share with, like Supriya, like you mentioned, with like my bodily sensation while writing actually. So it's been like a mix of like pieces of something that I can share with this bodily experience. So here it is. So yeah, so we're going to share some more. So thank you both for being here, for sharing about the chapter 31. It's not the last, it's 33 different chapters, but it's like right in the end there now. So it's fantastic. So we're going to share some more. So thank you both for this introduction to start. It's so good to take a breath. So good. To land in the body again. Always, again and again and again. So Supriya and Masha, we're going to share around. You have now read the chapter number 31, The Beauty of Naked Bodies. Yeah, I had to write something about that. Nakedness is so attractive and so beautiful and so kind of little attention on it in some way. So that was like the fundament of this chapter. So, and where should we start our sharing?
So I actually have to make some question about the book and the chapter.
Yes, do it.
Yeah, which is how do you if you can give an idea briefly, how do you intend sexuality daily? Because I just had a sharing few days ago with a woman that she's triggered by his man because he always wants to have sex and she's not there in the daily sexuality.
Yes.
But then maybe there's another way to think about sexuality.
Yeah.
So just.
Yeah, there are all these great questions, of course. And the book is kind of my way to share my journey. So no journey is the same, and no one should like do the same or anything like that. But if I just share from me, it started out with after 4 children and after everything going on, after the game kind of started with my life partner coming with this article with this couple sharing about having daily sex, and he invited to this game. Yeah. And I said, okay, let's try it. It sounded a bit crazy, but let's try it. And when we started to meet, completely, daily, we both loved it. It made good things for both of us. So we are keep doing it. Because, for example, we need to become friends after irritations. We have to like complete whatever is going on between us. So, and that all that became less. So we have become masters in like, getting into a conflict and then getting out of the conflict to be able to meet, for example. Yeah. So if I fast forward what has happened with all this activity, it's my body is so open now, so it's like turned on the whole time. So it's so short to go into a meeting with someone. It doesn't, you know, I'm already there. So I did not know that the body could have that journey, that you could, you know, that you could feel like in bliss walking around the whole day. But that's kind of what I'd like to give away, that experience. Yeah, that was a few angles of that. I know, Masha, you were in the first chapter. You want to continue and connect to that a little bit?
I feel very enchanted with this idea, as much as I feel enchanted with the way you write about it. Because for me, like, I have lots of questions, like, how did you do it? Like, how did you not stop and all? But as I start reading, first of all, every time I slow down, and then as I slow down, I start to notice my body. And after that first chapter and our discussion together, I had like 2 weeks of flowing. And you know, I'm in Moscow. I'm not in the nature even. The rhythm is quite hectic. But just by reading it, I became aware of my sensuality, and I kept tracking it daily. Asking myself questions and opening possibilities to feel connected to my sensuality through different means. So I believe that every chapter, because I'm now acquainted with 2 chapters, has this possibility, because obviously it's written in this flow to invite you to the space. And so I'm leaving now the logical space where all the questions are, and opening up to the magic of whatever vibe you're transmitting through words that I am reading.
Woo, woo, woo. That's so beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, in this way, reading does feel like a practice. And I'm very curious to read the whole thing. Also, I really enjoy waiting upon it and enjoying the aftertaste after each chapter.
Yeah, in a way, having had these sharings, having, you know, given one chapter and having the reflections of it, it's really a good like rhythm for the book, because it's like the bodily sensation and the reflections on the inside. That's kind of what it's all about. So I wish when people get it in their hands that they kind of take one chapter and then breathe and, you know, do something else and feel it. And I would wish that actually very much. Yeah.
So as to the subject of nakedness, now we both live in northern countries, so I believe it's very different in Italy or in Israel. I mean, we don't go around naked because it's cold most of the time. So the privilege to touch yourself skin to skin, or a partner skin to skin, is really something extraordinary. And but even though I'm wearing clothes now, I'm aware how the tissue of my dress is touching my breast and is touching my belly.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what, you know, that's like the fragrance, which is amazing to have during the day, to feel it all. That's amazing. Supriya.
Yeah, I really enjoy reading the chapter, all the sensation I had, as I say, and the feeling of the sun or the wind or the grass, and the ability to connect to the reality and the matter itself. So I felt that the description and the writing was very connected to reality, which is a big goal, let's say, for humans to really feel it all, to really feel and perceive reality as it is without filter. And I see how much sexuality is this, what you say before, it's the ability to come back to a place where there are no filter again with someone else, not only alone, which is great, but also being able to do that with another human being without filter, like really naked, without clothes and without, without army.
Yes, without arming, and
that's very special.
Beautiful. And I really connect also with that. In a way, it kind of starts with oneself, for me to allow myself to be in contact and be essential and, feel myself and experience myself. It's like the access to any sensation and interaction with then another body. So it's so also beautiful that we have the access in our own hands to start enjoying more, to allow for the sensations, to just, be present more and enjoy the naked body of oneself more.
And for me, it's also amazing that you are a mom of 5, right?
4.
Okay. So, and you, anyway, you did it, and you're doing. So that's very special now that I know how much effort required to be a mom.
Yes. Remember when we met on the bus in Israel on the way to the core gathering, and we talked about that? I think you were pregnant, or you were you pregnant then? Yeah. Or just about to be pregnant or something?
I was pregnant.
Yeah, you was pregnant, because we talked about this with children, I know. Yeah. So yeah, and it's like I have never felt this good in my body as I do now at 50 years old after 4 children. How cool is that?
Very cool.
And I like to say that, and the reflections are so amazing, because there are other thoughts that sexuality dies, or that blah blah blah, all kind of things, but I'm saying something else.
This is
you may
incredible.
also have a very good and special soulmate close to you, like this special partner to be able to really go so deep, just also want to honor this man that is standing on your side with so much grace and presence, and being a father, being a partner, being someone who has also self-realizations to, a lot,
I could not have done it alone at all. It's a complete creation, and that's what's so amazing, and that's what I'm coming back to all the time because over the years the thought have been, oh, is this clever? Should I do something else now? So, but the coming back to, wow, there's so beautiful things we are creating together. Like the core is so beautiful. So it's such a glue to keep building. It's like it becomes more and more beautiful the whole time. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the moment about peeing in the nature, which is something that I love doing. I feel it's like a sacred act, because every time I pee somewhere in the woods or in the field or by the sea, I feel like I'm exchanging with somebody something I've done myself. I created, with nature. and it comes out of nowhere. This this paragraph is like a little bit divorced from the whole other story, but for me it's such a precious piece, because on my phone I have an album of pictures called Peeing in the Nature, where sometimes I see this beautiful view and I'm like, wow, this is such a great thing that I see this view while peeing. So it's not a dirty act, it's not something hidden, it's like a beautiful connection, and it's not left out, you know,
Exactly.
of everything else.
Yes. And I love that also, because it's the tantric also, Supriya, the tantric massage, the everything. It includes the whole body, and our sexuality, instead of like closing out on our sexual organs, to invite them. So to be happy about how it feels to pee, how to feel the wind on all the pieces, on the lips and on the vulva, and you know, to allow myself to write those words and for us to talk about it. It makes me smile. You know, it's like children who can do, you know, exciting things. I just loved. It's like freeing, you know, to be able to allow for the beauty.
Something I would really love to ask while we're at it is sexuality, having sex, and aging. Because I live in the country that is very conditioned to prioritize being young being until 35, you're more or less young, then you're kind of non-existent as a woman. And which is very harsh, and I don't think it's true, but this is something that sits in our minds. Like I have a friend, and she met with a man, and then she told me, well, we really like each other, but we're a bit old for each other. And I asked her, how is that? She said, well, I'm 39 and he's 55. And he told me, well, you're old for me, you know, you're 39 and I'm used to 23-year-old girls now. And she said, hello, you are 55. And he was really shocked, like, am I? So this, I'm 39 myself, and I get all of these, wow, you look so young. You look really young. If I was, I don't know, 80 something. So the age, the number is perceived as really, really high. And I wonder, how do you enjoy wrinkled skin on yourself and on your partner? Can you speak a little bit more on that?
Yes, absolutely. It's, to me, it's such a natural, it's not at all about the skin, you know, it's not about any wrinkles, it's about the energy flow. It's like losing myself, losing us together, you know, so it's not at all about, you know, any looks whatsoever to me. But I think we become more shiny when we are having sex, actually. So I think it's healthy for the whole system to have our energy flowing. That would be my answer. But the energy is going on until we die. So there's like no excuse to work on it or to have it open or something, if you like that view, of course. But that's also why I put myself on the cover, because it's not makeup, it's nothing, you know, it's just an ordinary day. You know, it's sex for me is not any like theater or masks or makeup or, you know, looking this or that way. It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. It's the raw energy, you know, allowing that.
So another question I have is, how come you never stopped and you never left? I mean, this is the most mesmerizing part for me, because people quarrel, people grow out of each other. And I once asked, you know, Alex Gray, the psychedelic American artist, I once asked his wife for, like, what's the secret of such a long and happy marriage? And she told me, once you've made a choice, you stop choosing. So I was wondering, like, how do you make this ultimate choice? So now I really want to know, how come you never stopped and you never quit and you never said, okay, now I want another, you know, partner, another life?
That's very beautiful questions, and a few angles of that. One thing is, we probably both have had that in our minds. This is not a good idea now. Now we do something else. Yeah, but the important thing is that you're two then. So, you know, when I feel like that, he is still there. Yeah. So then he is the anchor to, you know, let's work on it. Let's find out, you know, let's come together again. So if that was not, then I would be gone a long time ago, and probably the other way around also. So it's a complete like co-creation of the two, you know, like to get back to the commitment again. Yeah. So that's like one piece of it, and then looking at everything that we have, the history and the individuals we have now, and the whole like thing we have around family we have created. It's so extraordinary, and to follow these individuals, it's really, it's like a blast, you know, also challenging in different ways, of course. And about quarrels, and we are very dynamic, so we do every quarrel that is possible to have. So it's not like a calm, you know, fluffy pink something all the time, but it's about coming together again, like masterfully coming together. That's kind of more what it is, and like inviting the like the learning all the time. So Priya, can we also invite you into the all the pieces here?
What do you mean?
No, any reflection from you now?
Well, no, I was a little bit dreaming to visit you, because we have this project together.
Yeah.
What was Turn On in a Vibrant Life? Do you remember, in French?
Absolutely, we still have to do it.
Yeah, and I was thinking, wow, I really would like to see how you rise for children, you know, and it's,
Yeah,
it's inspiring, you know, to me.
absolutely. You can bring your son over to my house. Absolutely. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, it's very inspiring, because for me it's very sexual, no, to raise a child in a way that is every day it's so creative. It's new. Every second it's something different, and especially when he's so small and even not talking.
Mm.
So you are with another being, and you just completely constantly feeling. You constantly hug, you constantly feel each other's skin and sound, and it's very raw, as you say. So I think this
Yeah.
is what children bring into the world, and what we are very much pushing out somehow. You know, children goes with children in a school, and that's it. Nobody see them, you know. But actually, it feels like a part of sexuality that we really miss, and it's it's the basic, actually. To being with children will change all life of everybody. Just also for singles, you know, you don't need to be a birth giver to just raise a child. It's a little bit, I see how society is pushing sexuality away from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's important to bring this daily sex into the life from the bottom, from a mom, from children, from really sex also.
Yeah. And now I'm curious, Supriya, because you have so many distinctions around sexuality. When you say sexuality from a young age like that, how do you define what is sexuality when it comes to mom and son? You know, how do you explain that?
Well, you know, as you write in your chapter somehow, it's about sensation. It's about perceiving matter. It's about being your body. And yeah, when someone is so small that you cannot talk and understand by your brain, then it's raw, it's intimate, and it's from the body. It's in between organisms. Have sex, no? Sex is in between organisms. It's not in between minds or in between thoughts or life.
That's a beautiful way of describing it. So the infant or the toddler, not talking yet, is so embodied. Yeah. So he has not like cut off the sensations yet. So we're like, as adults, we like to come back to being that embodied in a way.
True.
Yeah, you know, I have degree in politics and society. So I'm always considering what I'm doing, also sexuality, and how I can bring that into society, into the world, into the humans. So this is why I'm speaking about sexuality on another level and how I approach also in my studies. So feels good to me to have read this book and just be here to talk with you too.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
So can I ask another question? Because Supriya was now mentioning single moms, and I was thinking, because you keep saying that this is a play for two. So if you don't have a partner, can you still participate in this game? Can there be a daily sex without a partner?
Of course, of course, of course, of course. Yes, and that's where it starts, because if you know, it's so amazing that that pleasure is happening right now when we are present. You know, in the moment, at all the, you know, the sensation of the hair hanging down, you know, like the present is the whole sexual experience. So like giving that time and allowing for it and being in the body, enjoying it, that's what it's all about. And getting to, you know, and also if we don't enjoy our own skin bag here, the body, how then to expect that someone else will do some magic with oneself? It's like starts from the individual and the, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. What other reflections could we have on the something?
I wonder also, what did you do, or what happened when both of you were in the state of not wanting sex? Like you always said there, somebody was always saying yes, while the other one, but sometimes, you know, both of people are turned off.
Yes.
How did you deal with that?
Yes, and that have happened. So we have failed, you know, that has happened, but it's very, very seldom. It has happened that we have not completed an argument, that we have been in a fight of something, and we have not reached a point, you know, where we're friends, you know. Yeah, so that has happened, but it's very, very seldom. Since we are two people committed, so it's both who are like engaged in or like have decided that this will happen. We will lose ourselves and go into this flow. So often one part starts and the other one wants to turn into a yes, because that's like what we have decided. And since the body, my way to explain it today is that it is kind of so short into activating the bodies, you know, so we're like there very, very shortly of just some touch or some initiation of any kind. Yeah.
So how do you think, thank you, how do you think this affected your kids?
This is such a great question. I love this question because it brings me up the thing that I think is so double, that the most beautiful, you know, experiences of living in a body, the children never cease. You know, when we are the most beautiful, when the parents are the most beautiful with each other, that they're never present then, because it's behind a closed door. Yeah, I don't know any other way, but and what would be something else, I don't know, but the whole fact that like the most beauty is kind of locked in, shut out, you know, in some way, it's kind of double. I don't know the solution to it, but I think it's double. So what I think the most is that they are experiencing two fulfilled individuals. You know, so they like our energy of being fulfilled, having had all these orgasms, or, you know, like being energetically fulfilled, they have us around. That is probably, you know, the way that they experience it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And today, now with the book and everything, yeah, and now I'm having all these different conversations with them, because I have to have them along with me in that the book is happening. So it opens up very beautiful conversations, you know, that I kind of need to have, or that it becomes to prepare for that this is happening. So that's very beautiful.
Are they supporting you in this?
Yes, they are very much. But it's kind of, each step is kind of scary, because the worst thing is that they would not support me. You know, they think it's funny and they don't want to know everything kind of in between, but they kind of get where I'm coming from, that I want to share something beautiful, you know.
Wow.
Mm.
I really, really love how the whole family fabric is intertwined with this intimate tantric, because tantrics, you know, they speak of family as people they practice with, and they never share anything but, you know, pleasure and emotions and experiences. But then there's your real family with washing the dishes and checking homework, and it's like the boring family, you know.
Yeah, all the pieces, the cleaning the house, you know, the you know, everyday life. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's very, I'm really looking forward to reading the whole thing.
That's great. Any other questions, Supriya, or reflection you want to bring in?
Well, no, I feel quite complete somehow, and I just am looking forward to read the book.
That's great.
The whole book.
Yeah. We can start to slowly complete our sharing, and perhaps there are some last like words or reflection to kind of round it up and complete slowly.
Yeah, so to me, just want to bring some attention to the beauty of, as Yes, Masha says the beauty of being in a daily sex means being also in a daily life. So means I get a shower, I wash dishes, I have a job, I transform life every day from the morning till the evening, and I have to share what personally touched me as I see now how much emotion the family environment brings out unresolved emotions, or and so I see how much effort that's required as a human to really feel the truth, the emotions, the life forces they are inside of me, but then transform them, not in an aggression or in blaming someone, but just, you know, in sexuality or in joy or in creations of creativity. So it really feels to honor this process that became a book, but you know, but first is your personal process, life, evolutions, no, evolve, yeah. So yeah, I see you, Matilda, and I bound to the path you choose and you share.
Yeah, thank you for seeing me, and thank you for kind of bringing that, because the book is like just like like trying to give it away, some pieces of what's going on, but it's a lot more going on, you know, than that, of course. Yeah. So yeah, so thank you for seeing that. Thank you. Masha, any last words now?
Yeah, I'm very grateful for your courage to write about it and to go through with it. And also something I was thinking since the last conversation that we had was that every human being has some sort of experience and gifts, and most of the time we just don't know that it's valuable. So that got me really thinking of being more attentive to what people ask me about and how they see me and the gifts that I have and things that I can share that I'm not aware are even gifts, that it comes naturally to me, or I do it willingly as a practice and I don't perceive it as something extraordinary, something special. And I just thought, wow, we pass by each other, not asking those questions, not putting our attention on these unique qualities or practices. And, the life can go by and people just don't share because they don't perceive it this way. So I just wanted to put it out there that I would really love people to be more attentive to each other and to ask these questions, like, why you're not sharing this? And then, share. Because it's like human experience. It's pure human experience that comes from commitment. And a lot of communication, I guess. And a lot of pleasure.
Yeah, and a lot of pleasure. More pleasure than I know that existed, That's so amazing. But I love the point that you're bringing up, Masha, that, for example, you are one of those people who asked, why don't you share? And I've gotten that question, many times, like a reflection. And yeah, it takes something to dare to share, to like, yeah, it's like showing my inside, really. So it's really embracing everything that does not work also, and allowing allowing a piece to fly away here in some words and see what happens. Yeah, it's a daring thing, really. To me, it's a daring thing.
Look how many people support you.
yes, these conversations, these sharings have been amazing and are amazing. To meet you and see where we went with this, it's awesome to also give this to others. It's fantastic. Yeah, so I really feel supported. Yeah, I do that. Yeah. So thank you very much, both of you, for supporting the whole creation. It also really feels like a co-creation. It's not personal to me in any way. It's more like a gift that comes, you know, from this breath here, and it's it's our creation in some way. Mm.
Very happy to
Thank
hear
you.
that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dears.
Thank you both.